All right. Good afternoon. Oh my goodness. What a day. What a day, what a day. It is Wednesday, September 10th, early afternoon, and we are doing puzzles together. All right. Well, you probably heard it in the news, but a certain political figure or activist of some sort got shot on a college campus. And, well, guess what? The kids at school, all they could talk about, the end of third period and all of fourth period, it was very, very difficult to teach for the whole rest of the day because, they found out, he died and all that. It's terrible, but, whether you agree with him or not, I believe in common sense, but sadly common sense is not that common anymore. And definitely don't agree with killing somebody you disagree with. I don't know. Just doesn't make any sense. It was very tough, honestly, to continue teaching today because literally that's all the kids could talk about. That's all they had on their minds the whole rest of the day. They were texting videos to each other and oh my gosh, the whole thing. Things they had found online or friends had texted or whatever. So it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, anyway, you probably saw it on the news. You probably saw that happen. Gianmarco, how you doing? You are in another country. You're on a completely other spectrum of the world, so maybe you don't know about that. But there was a political assassination today. It's just crazy. It totally disrupted the flow of all things school today. It was crazy. Whether you agree with him or not, he's a human being and deserves life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's take our minds off of that and put it anywhere else. How about that? And we will watch and play the connections puzzle. If I can click on it. Oh, I accidentally highlighted it. All right. Donkey Kong, Bad Cobra, Barrel, Race, Tut, Tsk, Fly, Foley, Tut Tut, Cake, Doolittle, Shame, Zip, and Akeem. What? Okay, well, I think this is probably a red herring here. Donkey Kong Barrel Race. I actually have Donkey Kong Barrel Race on the Nintendo Wii. You play with these bongos. Bongo Blast, it's called. Donkey Kong Barrel. Tut Tut. Tisk. I feel like those go together, but I can't quite tell why. Foley, the art of sound effects within a movie. Tyson, how you doing? Oh, you had the day off from work? That's fun. Tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday morning. Oh man, it's just one after the other. Oh, I'm glad you had the day off. That's fun. How about Zip, Fly, Race? I got a dash. How about dash? Got a donkey. Got a fly. Got a dash. Where's dash? I need dash to be here. Foley, shame. Uh-oh, blue is more purplish than purple, huh? How about Dr. Doolittle? Dr. Keem? Maybe? Oh, you're going to miss my live streams tomorrow? Friday and Saturday and Sunday because you're... Oh, and Monday even. Yikes. Yeah, you'll just have to watch the replays, I guess. That's okay. Dr. Bad. Dr. Donkey. I don't know. Who are the doctors? Dr. Dolittle. I really don't know. Here, I'm going to shuffle these. Doolittle. I can't help but think of Dr. Doolittle, but I don't know any other doctors here. I would assume Dr. Akeem is one of them. Cobra. Cobra, hooded cobra. Cobra Kai. Cobra. Golf clubs. Cobra. King Cobra. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. King Cobra, King Kong. King Tut. King Cake. King Akeem. I'm going to take a stab. King Akeem. No, it is one away. Okay. So that's the one I'm not sure about. King Cobra, King Tut, King Kong. King Race, King Fly, King Barrel, King Zip. I think all of these go together, actually. Tut Tut. For shame. Tisk Tisk. Bad. Okay, those do go together. You should know better. So that was the other one I thought. Am I right there? King Cake, King Kong, King Cobra, and King Tut. Okay, it does. All right, and it is purple. And you were saying blue should also sort of be kind of like a purple. Blue is more purplish than purple. Okay. To fly, to race, to zip. Oh, and to barrel down the highway. Yeah, that is a verb, to barrel. To move quickly. Okay, so Foley is sound effects. Donkey. Akeem and Doolittle, what? What? Eddie Murphy rolls? Speaking of kings, wasn't it King Akeem? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. All right. Well, we got it, didn't we? You should know better. Bad. For shame. Tisk tisk. Tut tut. Purple category. King Cake. King Cobra. King Kong. And King Tut. Humor me for a second here. King Cake. King Cake. Oh, it's the Mardi Gras cake. I do know that. Yeah. It's the ring-shaped brioche pastry central to Mardi Gras, and there's like a little, like a little ceramic baby. And if you get the baby, then, I don't know, you're the king for the day or something. You get a paper crown. Isn't that what it is? I remember something like that. Yeah, cake sounds good. If I could pick any cake right now, like anything at all, I would pick an authentic Italian panettone. That's what I would want right now. Panettone sounds amazing to me. You like lava cake? Yum. Yeah, King Tut, King Kong, King Cobra, and the King Cake from Mardi Gras. Actually, these four kind of make Mardi Gras colors, don't they? Move quickly, to barrel through, to fly, to race, to zip. And then Eddie Murphy rolls. Akeem. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that King Akeem? Akeem. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Prince. Oh, it's Prince Akeem. Wasn't that like Coming to America? Yeah, Coming to America. It's a fantastic movie. What year was that? 1988. 1988. I was a youngin'. Yeah. So he wasn't a king. That was my first guess. King Akeem. No, it was Prince Akeem from Coming to America. To move quickly, and then Eddie Murphy roles Akeem, King Akeem from Coming to America. Dr. Dolittle from, Dr. Dolittle. Donkey from Shrek. And then help me out. What is Foley? Axel Foley. Oh, from Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, I forgot his character name. When I think of Foley, I think of Jack Foley, the sound artist when radio talkies swept the nation. And he would create sound effects, and then we learned that you could kind of sweeten any movie with extra sound effects. And so any kind of sound effects you add to a movie, those are called Foley in his honor. But that is not Foley that's Beverly Hills Cop, different one. Okie doke. All right, let's dive in and play the mini crossword. And I forgot to change my graphic. There we go, we're in the mini now. In alphabetical order, the 5 letters, each worth at least 5 points in Scrabble. Oh, I'm going to get it wrong, especially if it has to be in alphabetical order. I'll come back to it. The largest airport in the Midwest. Largest airport in the Midwest sounds like... I want to say like Denver, but that doesn't fit. Atlanta, that's not in the Midwest. We'll come back to that one too. The devil, how about Satan? Every kiss begins with K. K Jewelers. Busy org on April 15th. Oh, the IRS. That's funny. Yeah. Busy organization on tax day. Blank A bank. Menswear retailer. I don't know that. Yellowish brown pants material. Oh, khaki. Tiny neighbor of Saudi Arabia. Oh yeah, Qatar. Oh, Qatar with no Q. No U behind the Q. Pictures of fractures. Oh, how about X-rays? In a chill state of mind. How about Zen? In alphabetical order, the 5 letters which are worth 5 points each. Oh, what would the first one be, though? Oh, I do know this. Okay, the largest airport in the Midwest is O'Hare. Oh, Joseph A. Banks. Wait, I do know that one. J-O-S, Joseph A. Bank. Hey, not bad time for having to revisit it a couple times. 2 minutes and 1 second. Joseph A. Bank. All right, here. In alphabetical order, the 5 letters, each worth at least 5 points in Scrabble. There's J, K, Q, Z, no, X and Z. I said it in a different order. Largest airport in the Midwest, O'Hare. The devil, Satan. Every kiss begins with K. K Jewelers, longtime jewelry slogan. Do they still use that? Is K Jewelers still in business? I don't know. Busy organization on April 15th is the IRS. That's tax day here in the U.S. Joseph A. Bank, a menswear retailer. I have actually heard that one before. Yellowish brown pants material, khaki. Sort of weird to have an H there, huh? Tiny neighbor of Saudi Arabia is Qatar, or Qatar. I've heard people say both. Pictures of fractures, perhaps. X-rays. In a chill state of mind. Zen. Very zen. You love airplanes? I love flying in airplanes too. I actually really love it. It's a little bit cramped, but it's not too bad. What I love is the destination. You get somewhere and it like feels different, right? It's like a drier climate or a more humid climate. the way of life is different. There's palm trees, you know, or there's mountains, and you get to a place and it's like, wow, this is so different. I love that kind of thing. Love visiting different places. Yeah, I agree, Tyson. It's fun to travel. All right, we're going to place each domino in the right place. I'm not worried about timing. If we earn the cookie, great. If we don't, whatever. I'm just here to solve puzzles and grow my brain. So we'll go easy. 3 that are equal. That might be 3, 3, 3. But then there's got to be a... Oh, yep. But then there's got to be a 5th one, though. Now, hang on a sec. If you're telling me... Threes. Okay, that does work. All right, awesome. I was like, wait a minute. I only have 4 threes. Yeah, there's only 4 spots for threes. This one had to be a 3, and then these ones had to be equal to each other, which was also a 3. All right, the mini or the it's like a 1. That's funny. All right, this one's got to be greater than, what if it was 6? How about minus? So 5, 5. Oh, there is no 6. Okay, probably not then. Maybe this one? Whoa, stop moving. How about this one and this one equal 2? This one and this one, and then greater than 3, so that's got to be 4. That's got to be 1. Nice! Awesome. My only complaint about the pips is when you click on it and it rotates, and you click on it again to move it and it rotates back. That's not what I want. I want you to just let me move it. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. I am on a trackpad. I could be on a mouse. Maybe I'd be more efficient if I worked on a mouse. I don't know. And then the hard. And I really don't care about the timing on this one because this always takes longer. So 3 and then 2 that are equal minus, this has got to be less than 3, less than 6, 3 that are equal, 3 that are equal. So what are the 3 that are equal? I see 2, 2, 2. So like this one and this one kind of, oh, we can't do that. Okay, now hold on a minute. Because this one's got to go across. So what's one that could do 3, 3, and 3? See, like that. I was trying to pick it up and it like put it back into place. Not what I'm trying to do. Is there a 4? There is. No. So that leaves this one orphaned. Oh gosh, so what do we do there? Shoot. So this has got to be greater than 3. This one has to be a 3. There's not another one, so it's not this. Less than 6, which it is. So this has to be a double, which probably means this goes here. That's got to be greater than... oh, so maybe it's not that. Maybe this is it, and then these ones together. See, it's got to be a duplicate, though. So if this is our 3s... no, it's not our 3s. It's got to be our... Maybe it is. Because this has got to be greater than 3. Or, yeah, greater than 3. Oh, could be 2s. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. This could be our 6. This could be our 2s. This one's less than 6. And then... Those are 4s. And something here. 3s. And then a 5. No. Okay, what did we do wrong? 5s. But this is not less than 6. It is 6. There is no other 5, so that can't be correct. This is not 5s. I did like the idea of this being 2s. That felt right. And then 3. That's less than 3. Oh, this does work. Ta-da! Okay, awesome. It was not the 11 minutes that it took yesterday to do. Okay, so we got hung up over here where this one had to be less than 6. It was the 6 because I had a 5 and 5. So we reworked it. This really felt like the 2-2-2, and this felt like the 4-4-4. Because of the corner, it had to be a double. And then so we built around this 3 and then 6, less than or greater than 6, and then the 2s. Yeah, it worked out nicely there. Almost 40 seconds for this one. We had to kind of rework it a little bit, but it worked, right? 5 and 2 and 1, 5 and 3. If I'm ever adding and I'm like, what is these? What do they equal together? 5 and 3 is always 8. I don't know why I have that one like bookmarked in my brain, but 5 and 3. And then greater than 4, greater than 3, doubles, double, double, added up to 2. So that worked out. Then the easy puzzle. Right, I needed 3, 3, 3, and there was a 4th 3, and I went, wait, I don't have an extra 3. No, because I only needed 4 of them. That was funny. I counted it wrong. And then 4 and 2 is 6. Nice. All right. Under Callie and Aranha's guidance, I am still playing hard mode of Wordle. And actually, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but because I'm going on to hard mode, I'm actually finding that I'm getting it faster. Maybe because my mind panics, I don't know. But for some reason, I'm more attuned with the Wordle when I do hard mode. So maybe it's a good thing that I switched. Callie's been trying to get me to switch for months. And I finally did. He was like, what did you do? What did you say to him? Right? Because Aranha essentially cajoled me into switching. Okay, so I think the word was trick yesterday, wasn't it? Here's a word. Merit. A little bit of help. We got a T. Just like yesterday. I think that's how we did it yesterday. It was a T. So now I have to use something that has a T in it. Oh my gosh, that's such a naughty word. Okay, we're going to play it. Panty. No way. You're kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. P and then a T-Y. That's crazy. Okay, so we know for sure P blank blank T-Y. So this could be potty. We've got a U as well. Could it be PH, maybe? PH. No. Or putty. Could be putty. P-U-T-T-Y. Why you no let me type? Oh, because I've already typed it. P-U-T-T-Y, you know? Ooh, but that's... I wonder if it's a double T. I wonder if it's a double T. Puckty, Pugty. Oh, it could be pouty. Wait a minute. Pouty. That would tell us if it's the O or the U. Let's try pouty because it'll tell if it's the O or the U. Or both. Or both. There it is. I thought it was going to be putty. But I'd rather guess something where I don't double letters at first if I have enough guesses. Seriously, I think I'm doing better in hard mode than normal Wordle. That's pretty crazy. I like it. I honestly, you know, at first I thought, oh, hard mode is going to be this like terrible thing where any revealed hint has to be used in subsequent guesses. I'm like, oh, that's going to be more challenging, right? I'm having to come up with, you know, I usually just come up with 3 non-intersecting words, but no, this time I'm like actually coming up with words that work. So, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. All right, Strands. We're doing great on Strands. Keep it classy is the theme. Oh, heaven help me if this is about classes. Like science. I feel like I see science right there. It is. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Oh, if I can spell school. Oh, what do you bet this is the spangram? School. I don't know. Here, English. How about math? Or in Great Britain, you might say maths with an S, plural. School. What? Ah, funny. Recess. Lunch? Does lunch count? Lunch is not a class. Trying to figure out what the spangram is here. School. S. Oh, here. School schedule. Oh, that's clever. School schedule. It's kind of a symmetrical spangram, too. Oh, great. Music. Don't forget the arts. Don't forget the arts. It's so important. Arts in any kind, whether it's performing arts, visual arts. So important. So important. I would consider my classes a little bit of both. They're partly performing arts, like a video production class or a TV broadcast class. You have to perform on stage, right? You're on camera and you put on a persona, right? That's performing arts. Now, it's also visual arts because a camera and Photoshop or Lightroom Classic or, video in Premiere Pro, that is your brush and canvas. Right? Now, maybe it takes on different forms, but absolutely, photography and video are art forms. And I try to convince my kids that, they're artists basically. They are creating art. Just their paint and their brushes and their canvas is the subject in front of them and the lens and the camera and so it's a little different way of thinking about it, right? Tyson asks, what's my schedule for my school? We start pretty early in the morning. Luckily, we get out fairly early in the afternoon. I have to put in grades and whatnot. There are some things I have to do at the end of the day. But me personally, I teach all 8 periods. Every single day, sometimes teachers have breaks. When the default schedule is you get a break period per day. So there's, 3 periods and a break, or like 1 period and then a break and then 2 more periods after lunch. And the way my classes go, I've got, on A day, I've got photography, TV broadcast, video production. And then on the B day, I have all photography. There's two classes of just regular basic photography, and then 2 classes of my concurrent enrollment photography. It's like I hold them to a college level standard. We talk over the basics of using a camera, just like my basic class. But then we also dive into like the history of photography. We go over kind of how modern photography, how to critique modern photography, right? We go over composition, some really cool, fun things. It's a blast. I was thinking of making all kinds of like tutorial videos on my channel. Would you guys be interested in that? Like if you have a nice camera and I teach you how to use it, I was tempted to make that. I made a series of tutorial videos on I don't remember what it was, what program I used. But I made a whole series of videos that would be kind of fun to relive. Kind of reenact it. It's actually the course that I created was, it's like a Skillshare kind of thing where 3 people bought it. But if I really advertised it, I bet people would want it. So maybe I will put it out there in the world again. All right, letterboxed. Let's do it. We have to solve in 4. Make a behind the scenes video of me doing my live streams. Okay, but my desk is a mess right now. If I were to film it right now, you'd go, whoa, you live in squalor. What the heck? No, I would look. You know how I write down all of my words on the letterbox? I have all these note cards. I would have to really clean it up in here because it's kind of a mess. I've got my Super Nintendo. I'd double the. It's a mess. It would take me a minute, Tyson. I would love to do exactly what you're talking about, behind the scenes and whatnot, but it's kind of a mess right now. My bedroom is probably less of a mess, but still probably messy by most standards. All right, solving in 4 words today. P, H, B. I'm trying to think of the harder letters. There's no I, and N and G are. Oh, I can't do NG. I was going to say elongate. Oh, but there's no A either. Okay, drone's a good word. Let's keep that one in mind. Let me write it on my notepad. My notepad that every time I peel the note off, it gets worse and worse on my desktop. I feel like I could spell the word prolong, but P and R are on the same side. N and G are on the same side. There's no S. I don't know what that word means. I just typed a word. You don't remember what the long word was? That would be helpful, Tyson. You got to tell me what the word was. Laughlin. I actually don't know what that means. Lof. I'm going to write that down. This is one of my accidental words. I actually don't know what that means. Lough. They would allow a word that I have no idea what it is, and yet they wouldn't allow Bactrian. Good night. Allow the word Bactrian, for heaven's sakes. Ground. Oh, did I spell it wrong? A doublet? Probably D-O-U-B. Doublet. I mean, dub is a word. Dub. Duet. Troubler. Tyson, that's what I would call you. You're a troubler. Honorer. N-O-R-E-R. That would fit. Honorer. Trouble is your middle name. Yep. Rehope. All right. I like what I have so far. I have one guess left. So let's go ground. Duet. Troubler. Oh, that's a great word. Telephoner. I'm going to use that. Do you mind if I borrow that? Telephoner. That's a great word. Okay, and then how about Budge? Budge. Budge. There we go. Thanks for that little help. Telephoner. That's a great word. Telephoner led to Rob, and B for Budge. Budge. Well, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, give it a like. Consider subscribing, because we do this every day. And I'll come right into your feed, and we'll have a goofy chat like we've been having and do some puzzles after school. Sounds fun to me. We're going to recap our answers. We're going to start up at the top and work our way down. You can see we did our connections puzzle first. The yellow category was you should know better, bad, shame, tisk, tut-tut. And then King Blank, King Cake, Mardi Gras Cake, King Cobra, King Kong, King Tut, King Tutankhamun. Move quickly, to barrel, to race, to fly, to zip. I saw barrel and race together next to each other in the original puzzle orientation. I was like, no, maybe not. Eddie Murphy rolls. Akeem, that was Prince Akeem in, first made movie sounds, right? But Donkey, of course, from Shrek, and then Foley was from Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, I saw that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's funny. Okie doke. In an alphabetical order, the 5 letters each worth at least 5 points each in Scrabble is J, K, Q, Z. I keep saying it in the wrong order. J, K, Q, X, and Z. I would fail an eye test. I have good glasses on. I would still fail. Largest airport in the Midwest, O'Hare. O'Hare International Airport. The problem is not that I said it in the wrong order because my eyes are bad. I said it in the wrong order because dyslexia is a killer. It's a fatal disease. Let's see. Satan is the devil. Every kiss begins with K. Longtime jewelry slogan from K Jewelers. I wonder if they're still around. I wonder. And then the busy organization on April 15th is the IRS. Very funny. Joseph A. Banks was a menswear retailer. Wonder if they're still around. Yellowish brown pants material, khaki. I'm actually wearing khaki right now. Let's see. Tiny neighbor of Saudi Arabia, Qatar. Okay, smart, but can you say them backwards? Yeah, I know. ZX, ZYX. If you had asked me if there's anything out of order there, I would definitely not say anything. Qatar. Or Qatar. I've heard people say Qatar too. I don't know what the proper term is. X-rays or pictures of fractures, perhaps. And then in a chill state of mind, Zen. Zen. Pips was fairly easy today. I wasn't worried about time or anything. I just got it done. 4 and 2 is 6. 3 that are equal to each other. And then I went, oh no, there's a fourth one. No, I had a fourth one. I just had to orient it sideways. And I don't think I earned a cookie, but I don't think it's worth looking. No offense to the puzzle makers, but I just feel like there's a better way to show that you did a good job. It might show up right here on the congratulations page. Why do we have to look it up? And by sharing. And it's not even really sharing. You're just copying your results to the clipboard. And then you have to open up a doc or an extra tab or something and then paste it in to see if it's there. I don't know. This is silly. Let's see. Greater than 3 would have been 4. And then 2 that are equal were the 1s. And then 1, 0, and 1 equal 2. I always love those ones that it's like, oh, well, if it has to be like a low number like that, it must have a 0 in it. And then 8 was 5, 2, and 1. 2 and 1, of course, equal 3. And I don't know why I always remember it, but like 3, 3, 2, maybe that's why. But 5 and 3 equal 8. Less than 3 or greater than 4. And then hard mode we did in just under 5 minutes. Again, I'm not worried about the time. Totally fine. If I earned I didn't even look if I earned a cookie or not. I'm not worried about the time. I just want to like the logic of. I joke and say these puzzles are making me grow my brain. I'm gonna live longer. I'm gonna live longer because I grow my brain. I'm doing these puzzles. So 6 and 6, those were equal. The 3 had to go at the bottom. The giveaway for the bottom line was that 1 had to be greater than 3. And then it was 2, 2, 2. And then 4, 4, 4. Because of the corner, it had to be a double. You know, it didn't work out other ways to then I'd have like an open space. Can't have those open spaces. And then 3 and 3. I actually had to reset this one once because I ended up with 5, 5, and then 6 was here. No, it was 6, 6, and a 5 over here. All right, we started with the word merit, and then when I got the T, then I had to still keep guessing the T because of the rules of hard mode. We're playing hard Wordle mode, and we ended up with panty. I mean, it's a word, right? But lucky us, it gave us the P, the T, and the Y. And then I thought, well, maybe it's putty or it's potty. So I thought, all right, if I guess pouty, it will tell me if it's an O or a U. Surprise, it's both. So we got super lucky guessing panty, and it gave us 3 greens. Still have never gotten it on the third. Have I gotten it on the second? Still never on the second either. Well, we're playing hard mode, and I have found that hard mode is a little more, weirdly, a little more forgiving. Like maybe it just makes you think harder. I don't know. Makes you guess less random things. It really makes you hone in. But I actually did pretty well there. So, all right, and then in today's Strands puzzle, kind of like a word search, right? There was our school schedule, and it makes like, I don't know, does that make a planner, like a book opening or something? What are they going for? Keep it classy. So these aren't just classes. It's anything on your schedule, including recess, including lunch, music, math, science, English. I'm trying to convince my son right now to write down his assignments. He's really bad at remembering when assignments are due. And I was like, okay, well, what do you have right now? And he was like, well, I don't know. And so he's looking through his bag and stuff. He's like, oh, no, I have math too. Oh, no, I have geography too. Like he forgets, right? And so we set a goal. We said, hey, why don't you just write down all of your assignments and when they're due? And he forgot and forgot and forgot. And I saw him yesterday after school, and I said, hey, did you write down your assignments? And he was like, I did. He was so excited to tell me that he had remembered to write his assignments down. I was proud of him for that. Oh, you know what? He does the homework for my class, and he does it really, really well. People always love to ask, if you have your own kids in your class, are you going to give them an easier time? Do they get a free A? I'm like, nope. In fact, my kids have to work harder in my class. Imagine, the kid of a digital media teacher fails photography, right? That's like, so I hold them to an even higher standard. They'd better know what they're doing and do it very, very well, so that they can show their stuff. They know not only it would reflect bad on them, but it also would reflect bad on me, right? If they did bad in my class. So I do hold them to a high standard. I have high expectations of them, and both of them rise to the occasion. It's awesome to see. They work really, really hard in my class, and they enjoy my classes too, right? I've got my daughter in her in the class she's in, and then my son's in my other class, and it's just fun to, first off, I get to see them, right? They're in my class, so I get to see them during the day. But then it's also just, fun that they're getting to learn these really awesome life skills. Right, I teach life skills. Sometimes teachers get all riled up when you say, "Well, when are we ever going to need this?" If a kid asks me that, they never ask me that. They've never had to ask me that, because I would have an answer every time. Like literally, take the phone out of your pocket. You're a photographer, right? Like That's what we do. That's what we do. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right. Well, telephoner, love that word. Thank you, Tyson. Led to Rob, and then B for Budge. What did they do yesterday? Fervent and tranquilize. Those feel like oxymorons, don't they? Someone that's fervent, they're urgent finishing something, and then tranquilize. Huh. Cool. All right. Well, good show today, you guys. We're in just under an hour today, doing the puzzles, having fun. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for a little bit of encouragement on sort of a strange day. You know, all the buzz was about the incident that happened today. If you're not sure what the incident was, Google today's news, and the first thing that comes up, you'll go, whoa, that really happened. And, you know, kids are kids. They have their little political opinions that they're starting to formulate by the time they get to high school. Some love that it happened, sadly. You know, I saw a kid with a real big smirk on his face. And then I saw, you know, other kids that were just baffled and stunned. Human life is so precious and valuable to me. Whether you agree or disagree with somebody, it's not up to you to determine whether they live or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible that something like that happened, whether you agree or not. You know, this political figure that has, I've actually never seen him speak. I don't think I've ever once, like, sat and listened to anything he had to say, good or bad. You know, it wasn't on a site where I was like, oh, you know, tell me all about it because I want to know, or tell me all about it because I want to beat this guy up. Neither. Like, I don't know. What happened today is really like, I think we will see a political shift. To what direction? I have no idea, but I think today was a huge turning point. Because the guy did actually die. We heard, 20 minutes before I went live that he was officially gone. So, super sad. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. I hope you guys have a wacky Wednesday. Have a wild, wonderful Wednesday. I'm thinking of W words. A wonderful Wednesday. And I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.